Hello everyone, this is Matt the Speedstar here, ready to run through the next part of The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess HD, Hero Mode. Last time, we took a break from the usual plot stuff, and we did a bit of a side quest involving Malomart. Now that we've gotten it taken care of, we could actually head to Castletown and see what our rewards are for helping out with Malomart, but I need more rupees. And for now, I figured let's just do some plot and get it over with, because I don't want to spend too many videos just doing side stuff. So, today, we're going into the next dungeon. It's a very nice looking place, too. There's a couple things about it I'll probably bring up, like once we get in here. So, this is it. The fourth dungeon in the game. Now remember, this place was said to be a prison. It has been long abandoned. So, obviously, there's going to be a lot of bones around here. And there's a lot of sand in here, too. So, welcome to the Arbiter's grounds. Now, before I talk about the dungeon itself, I want to talk about one of the theories surrounding the dungeon. And that this dungeon has been theorized to be the spirit temple from Ocarina of Time repurposed. However, I quickly dismissed this theory because... Oh, stupid alarms. Die already. And then that's one dead, I think. Yep. He dead. Now, back to what I was saying. I immediately dismissed the theory that this is the Spirit Temple repurposed because, if you think about it, the Spirit Temple in Ocarina of Time was way, way out in the desert. And the Arbiter's grounds, aside from the encampment that we saw that was full of boblins, yeah, that's like... probably, if anything, a 5-minute run in wolf form. Probably 7 or... Actually, that's not even. The Gerudo Desert area that we explore is very small, so we can get here really fast. And I mean, it is small compared to what the real Gerudo Desert is like, so... I immediately believe that this is not the Spirit Temple, and for good reason. I don't know what to say about the Lakebed Temple in Lake Hylia, because, you know, they're pretty much in similar positions where the Lakebed Temple and the Water Temple are, but... Okay, I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, I've quickly talked about what I was talking about, now on to the Arbiter's grounds itself. This is a sand dungeon. As you see, there's a lot of sand here. If you get caught up in this sand for too long, you will sink into it, and it is the equivalent of falling into a bottomless pit. Except with more nightmare-inducing animations. And also, we got these annoyances right here. These things are poison mites. You do not want these things clinging onto you. They're harmless, but if they cling onto you, then you're gonna be covered in them, and it hinders your movement, kind of like if you were wearing iron boots, except, you know, without it. They can also be killed. You can't just kill them with a spin attack if they get on you, but honestly, they're not much of a threat. Anyway, notice this giant goblet right here. This thing's full of lantern oil. So, dip your lantern in here. With this, you should never run out of oil unless, you know, you completely forget about it. Anyway, we got ourselves a key, we can open this door, and now we can enter this part of the dungeon. Now, aside from this being a sand dungeon, this is also considered to be an undead dungeon. Why? Because, well, as you see there, there's a lot of skeletons. And I mean there are a lot of skeletons. And most of them are reanimated, and they're out to kill you. These little guys are called Stalkin. They're very annoying because they continuously come at you in groups, and they can swarm you. They're mostly annoyance, but if you let too many of them get around you, then they can be a real threat. Okay, so let's light these. Go! And let's get out of here, because I honestly do not like this room. Ah, here we are. Now, switch to your wolf form here. One thing the Arbiter's Ground does is it makes use of both your forms. That's one of the main gimmicks of this dungeon. You have to switch between both forms. Otherwise, you're not going to be getting too far. In fact, you won't be able to go anywhere until you've taken care of these things. Gee, floating lanterns. And they're stealing fire. I wonder where they got this from. So, kind of similar to a certain mechanic from another game. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. We cannot progress until we claim all of the flames. And we'll be able to do so in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hello, you're a good-looking fellow. Anyway, this is an actual Poe. The other ones were just imp Poes. There are only 4 actual Poes in this game. What you do is you continuously leap at them when they glow, because that's when they attack. Yeah, when they attack, they glow. That's your chance to go after them. And then once you've knocked them down, same thing like an imp Poe. Rip out their soul and add it to your collection. Yeah, these Poes actually count towards the Poe Soul collection. Not just imp Poes anymore. We're dealing with regular Poes, however, the regular Poes are only in this dungeon. So once we take care of all the 4 Poes here and we claim their flames, Poes are extinct. Imp Poes won't be. Now, you see there, we can actually sniff the Poe. You need to do this in order to... Actually, I don't think you need to, but if you want to find where the rest of the Poes are, you'll need to forget Ilya's scent, which kind of sucks, because I kind of like what she had in that handbag of hers. It smelled nice, because the smell was pink. And everyone knows pink smells are the best smells. Anyway, we have to forget the scent of Ilya and learn the Poe scent, because this helps us find the others. Now, as you see in here, they're all around. We're gonna be here for a while. Now, if you noticed, one scent went over here. Dig out the sand here, and we find one of these. That is honestly not good for the teeth. Really, it isn't. I don't know what else to say there. Man, Link, I really hope you brushed well, because if you haven't, then you're probably going to be losing some teeth there. Be careful right here, because there's sand. Be careful right here also, because there's sand. Now, we gotta head down here first. Why? Because we need a key. We don't need a key right now, but we might need to get one later. And we're also introduced to another new enemy. Bubbles. Apparently, an energy attack finishes them off, no problem. I also hear sounds of chewing. Now, we needed to move this because another new enemy, Redeads. I hate these things. Why? Because they can show up in some pretty awkward spots, and, you know, the usual Redead stuff. They paralyze you with their shrieking sounds, and then they try to attack you. However, like with the Redeads in pretty much any other games, namely Wind Waker, when they try to attack you, you have a quick chance to get away. Try and use that to your advantage. Redeads in this game are best fought in both form. Oh, by the way, small key in a small chest. Why couldn't they do that? Why do they have to be in big chests, the small keys? I'll get back to you on that. Anyway, Redeads in this game are best fought in wolf form because you can continuously jump at them, bite away at their throats, and you'll kill them off without having to deal with their main gimmick, which is paralyzing you with their shriek. However, this can also be a bit of a double-edged sword because Redeads depending on where they are, if you do that, they'll probably do something to utterly screw you over. Also, there are rats around here. It's best to just jump at them. And there we go. There's a groove down here. Which means a Poe went down here. However, we can't do anything here yet. So we'll have to come back here later. Now, let's open this up. If you're in wolf form, Minda opens the doors for you. Best not to be in wolf form here. Actually, I forgot to bring that up. Now, while you will sink into the sand regardless of what form you're in, it's a little better if you actually do it in human form because you sink slower. If you're in wolf form, you sink faster. However, you also move faster. Like, you have your natural wolf speed, so you will naturally move faster in the sand. However, the downside is you will sink faster. So, be mindful of that. Excuse me, I want to target you so I can, you know, hit you. For bubbles, you gotta disable their wings and then attack them. That's how you kill them. Okay, up here. I honestly think there would be, like, something there, but there isn't. Don't worry. However, we need to pull on this, and we need to pull it so it's down here, and we need to get it over here. Why? Well, if you see... Well, you probably don't see just yet. But once we get up here... Oh, that looks inviting. If you see here... This can't move any further, but... This! Now that I finally got to what I'm talking about, we need to pull on this. And we need to pull it. A lot. So much, in fact, that you need extra room. And you definitely need the room. That's why this is here. Without that, you will not be going far. Now let's hurry up and get through there, because that's gonna fall down a second and crush us. Thankfully, we were... stupid things. Actually, claw shot would probably be better handling these things. Actually, no, I think arrows would be better because these things shoot so fast, it's insane. Alright, and we got a new type of... Wait. I thought I killed it. Oh well. Anyway, we also had another new enemy. Those were fire bubbles. As you know, they had a fiery aura around them. Or rather, they were actually on fire. So, you know what that means. If they're on fire, don't touch. Especially if I have a wooden shield. Alright. Let's open this up and claim us. The compass? The compass before the dungeon map? Oh my god! This must be a really crazy dungeon then to have the compass before the dungeon map. So let's have a look at the map real quick, see what we got. Oh yeah, another new thing is, postals. From now on, they appear in the dungeons. However, they will not appear in any dungeon before the Arbiter's grounds, so don't worry about having to... Yeah, I don't think there are any postals in the dungeons before this one. There's another Red-Dead right there. So, wolf form. I think alternatively you can use bomb arrows and it does the trick too. So, jump at him. I don't think the Red-Dead can stun you while you're in your jumping animation. There we go. Takes care of him really quick. So remember, fight Red-Deads in wolf form. However, there are some places where you might not want to do that. You know what? I might not be using my bombs too much for right now, so why not? By the way, small key in here. I don't know why they made it so there are small keys in both the big chests and small chests. Doesn't make sense, because then you don't know which one's which. You won't know what to expect. Then again, they do have some of those, oh, this part. I hate this part so much. Why? There's a bunch of Stalkin all around. They will swarm you. There's a Poe in here to be found. And there's a lot of sand, which means I had the possibility to sink. But not only that, there are re-deads here too. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's usually a good idea to fight them in wolf form. This room, no. No, 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 unless you have some mean of getting to them, because there is a good chance that one of the re-deads here will make you fall into the sand, and if they paralyze you while you're in the sand, you are screwed. I downright mean you are screwed. There's almost no chance of you getting out of the sand in time to save yourself. Okay, I got that re-dead's attention. There we go! 2 bomb arrows. Takes him down. So if you don't want to fight him up close, bomb arrows, that's the way to go. Just remember to aim at their heads, because then you can actually see where they are. Now, you could easily just head over there, right? Well, we can't do that. We gotta transform you. Because if you follow the pose scent, we have one of these. And we gotta pull this to open the way to... guess who? Our second Poe. Now, I can alternatively just use the energy attack and wait for them to attack as well, but honestly, you can't attack them until they are glowing, because then they have solidified. That's kind of their trick. They can only attack you when they're solid. Other than that, they can't. Of course, I would make them invincible, but they also are out for your blood, too. Link, why are you picking up that skull? That's gross. Ah, this room. I know what's in this room. I do not like it. Does look like it's empty, though, right? Well, guess what? You know what these dungeons are like. You take the treasure, and you spring a trap. This one, guess what? We have ghost rats! Literally, that's what they're called. They're ghost rats. They don't do anything to you damage-wise. They can't hurt you, but what they do is... 1, make your screen go white, and 2, they cling on to you like poison mites. However, unlike poison mites, you can actually fight back without any real issue. I did not want to do that. But yeah, ghost rats. They originate here. I believe they appear in other dungeons too, but they also appear in one area that really makes them a pain. And I really don't like them, especially considering they're invisible, except when you use your senses. Like any other ghost. Ooh, hold on. I just noticed a couple of treasure chests over there. I think I'll get those later, though. Actually, I'm getting a little bit on time. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little bit on time, so you know what? I'm going to take care of one thing in this room real quick, and then I'll end it here. I, unfortunately, will not be able to find Uku for a while. What I mean is, Uku doesn't appear until quite a bit later in this dungeon, and I'm running a bit on time here, and I don't want the video to run too long. Like, I gotta have some length with these videos. Anyway, just open that up. You will get to this chest. Right, I forgot how sensitive Wolf Link controls. Get to this chest, get 20 rupees. Yay. And there's a bubble here. So we just kill this thing off. And then this door is open. We could have just went in this door before, but we wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Now that we have that open, we can go in here, no trouble. Whoops, I wanted to change back. But, anyway, if you notice over there, I need to take these off because I need more bombs. If you notice over there... Ah, crap. Yep, there's a bubble over there. 2 of them. You can essentially just shoot them before they get up, but I was too hasty and let them. Now if I can just kill this one, thank you. I can quickly screw up and quickly do this. Don't ever use the finish command on them, though, because that's basically asking for you to fail. Ooh, let's open this up. Let's see what we get. We got us. Oh, the dungeon map. This is where it was. Okay. Doi. I completely forgot about that. So let's quickly get over here. And I mean quickly. Because you see there's a lot of sand. Ah! Okay, that one sunk, but does it come back? Oh. Oh, I see claw shot targets over there. Okay. So, no need to worry. At all. So let's open this chest up, and then I'll end it. And this gets us a piece of hearts. The first one of the dungeon. Yes, I believe, like with the other dungeons, there's only 2, and we found the first one already. Yay! So, we're doing good. Now, as much as I'd like to maybe continue on, I think I've spent enough time, and it's gonna be a little bit before we find the rest of the post, so I'm gonna end it here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, we're going to continue further into the Arbiter's grounds and find the remaining 2 flames that the posts have taken. So, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you wish to follow along this amount of the Let's Plays, click the top right box to subscribe. Any concerns come up, I'll let you guys know my Twitter. Additional info in the lower left box in the video and down in the description below. This has been Matt the Speedstar, and I'll see you guys next time when we run through the next part of Twilight Princess HD Hero Mode.